everyone, welcome to Topsin. My name is William Lebowski as we head to the green flag here at Bahrain, just moments away. But this video has been trying to trip me up at every moment. This is now my third separate session trying to record it. The first time, I just didn't like the result of the video. The second time, I really liked how the video, ooh, big accident up in front. We see a wing fly off from the P2s. But yeah, the first time didn't like it. The second time, I loved how everything played out. Liked the commentary side of things. However, there was this hiss, static sound the entire time through the video, and I just couldn't bring myself to make that the video. So now here we go, sitting down to record another time. Not great driving by myself here. Oh wow, that 61 livery is really nice. But yeah, had to give that little bit of an introduction. So we've had some good amount of practice here at Bahrain, which is good because I do love this track so much. When you love a track, it's hard to get sick of it. And as we will see, a couple P2s didn't make it through qualifying. And as we will see here, the day-night transition, just the general attention to detail here at this circuit is just incredible, and I think it is on the same level, maybe exceeding that of Le Mans, which is what I would call the most detailed circuit, or track rather, in rF 2 as official content or otherwise. Just an amazing amount of detail from all of the different reflections and surfaces and everything like that. But when we step up here to Bahrain, I want you to pay attention to all of the different colors of lighting. Here we're in the sunset and how it's changing, obviously make everything more golden color, but as the lights come on, pay attention to each individual light's coloring and what effect that has on the track surface, the racing surface, the different markings on the side of the track, and the different stadium sections. It's just the tower itself, the detail, the reflections of the lighting, all of it. It's just a treat, and this might be, I think, the best circuit in all of sim racing right now. Just incredible work done here, and I will be racing here for years to come in rF 2 just because of how fantastic this track has been done. But anyway, back to the racing. We've given up a few positions since the start. We qualified in third, and now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th position here in the GTE field, which is not where we want to be. There is not a Corvette in sight, which is a little funny because we're coming after the 8 hours of Bahrain. From when I'm recording it, just over a week ago. And so it would have been nice to get a little fake redemption from a Corvette, from a Ferrari with this livery Porsche that we're running. I will say in my other recordings of the video, specifically the one that I really liked, the one that had the static in it, we did have Ferraris leading the field in P1 and P2, and I came back from midfield and got a last lap pass for the lead. So I was really loving that race. Had a great race here. Similar things are being recreated with me falling back early and having to struggle to get back on pace. But from Ferraris, though, which is the cool thing. And it seems like we got a Aston Martin in the lead, BMW, a couple Porsches, and another BMW. So not exactly the same split of cars. Ferrari's qualified a little bit further back, and it looks like they're racing a little bit further back in this race. So not exactly the redemption that I was hoping to get. However, that was a little close. It's going to cost us some time for sure. Hopefully not a position as this 86 Porsche is now looking at us. But anyway, that BMW up in front of us, the W Series BMW, is really somehow becoming an rF 2 GTE meta. and I don't exactly know why. I raced a full season with it in an endurance series, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. It was easier to drive because it's so stable than, for instance, what we're in here, the Porsche. But with that stability didn't really come any other positives. That was its positive. Where usually you might want the positive of your car to either be its cornering handling ability or cornering speed or top end speed or something like handling or speed, right? You want it to handle well or you want it to go real fast. But that one, its biggest pro is having a lack of cons, and that didn't necessarily it didn't really bode well with how it felt. But that being said, it was nice when it came to an endurance calendar, as these are the Le Mans virtual liveries from that we're racing against here, from the P2s down to the GTE field. But anyway, it is good for that because you don't have to worry about 6 hours into a race or 90% of the way through a 2-hour stint and you're getting a little bit mentally fatigued and you're starting to drift your focus. You don't have to worry about that snap oversteer on corner exit like you would in a Porsche, which for a 20-minute race it's easy enough to concentrate on. But when we're talking about 24 hours, a little bit more of a task. So I don't know if that BMW hitting the brakes in the apex as that Porsche goes right by it, causing a little bit of a collision between us, gapping that other group in front of us, creating a little bit of a split in the field here between the podium, the top podium steps up there in 1, 2, and 3, and between us and 4, 5, and 6. And it looks like 7, 8, and 9 are starting to drift into their own little group as well. So we got to start making some passes here. We gotta bridge the gap up front. Ooh, as the sun is starting to set, those beautiful golden rays. Let's get our lights on. But yeah, we gotta start thinking about a pass here. And it looks like we got ours on the BMW there. See, it didn't exactly excel cornering there. It just kind of didn't do it poorly. But as you can see, those stadium lights flickering on. All different intervals of timing, lighting up from the difference from the stadium lighting to the track lighting to the overhead light. It's just incredible work here, and from the lighting in the sky and the lighting from the artificial light, so many different light sources. Just caught that. It really creates a whole new dynamic to the immersion, to the experience, and such an amazing job done on this track. Absolutely having a love affair with it. Wow, the more light that I'm seeing on this Porsche in front of us, that 86, the more I really like it. I'm excited to, whenever I finally pass it, to get a good look at it. But from the rear end, that thing is tops. Let's see, a little bit of curb there on the apex. Well timed, a little bit of curb on the exit. I think we went a little bit too wide. I think that curb slowed us just a slight amount there. But it looks like we're catching the toe of I guess this is the 61 up in front of us. What can we do here? What can we do? Oop. Almost lost it on the entry there. Gonna have to back off, wait for another moment. Really shouldn't have forced the issue there. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get by from before the entry of that braking zone. Should have just saved my positioning for later in the race. Don't know why I even made a looky-loo. If anything, I should have done a little bit of a fakie, sold a little bit of a dummy look. But it looks like me and this 61 car have started to make our way onto the rear end of that field. So maybe it's a good thing we didn't start fighting for position, because we are certainly faster when we are not going side by side. But I think maybe right here on this straightaway, we might need to move either at the beginning of it or at the end of it. Couldn't make one happen at the beginning of it. We're yo-yoing a little bit off the back. It's going to be hard to make one here at the entrance of this braking zone, but we'll certainly get close enough to make a move at my favorite part of the track, which is just coming up after this right-hander. So enter this right-hander here, flat out if you hit it right, and dive in. It's a nice long sweeping zone. Lots of different opportunities and line choices there can work. The front of that car, not as good as the rear end of that car, if I'm being honest. Didn't get quite a good look at the side. It was a quick move. But as we get onto this opening straight here, hopefully we're far enough or close enough to get a tow. Down to 10 minutes left, halfway through the race here. And we're sitting in 4th position in class. All right. I wonder... These guys have been driving just in this pace line this entire time. No one's made a move on each other. They've just been single file. Uh-oh, that's going to be a track limits. Half a point, seems worth it. Oh, it looks like they're starting to battle each other a little bit, taking looks down the inside. Let's see if we take a look from far back. Not at all threatening, though. We just did not at all have the location to pull off that move. Ooh, me and that Porsche both sliding over the curb a little bit. Everybody's kind of matching each other right here. 2 Porsche 92s right next to each other. Gotta love the RSR generations next to each other here. The young and the old. Uh-oh, that's gonna be a big corner cut. All right, so we're up to 1.5 points. Shouldn't be a problem, though, as we're halfway through the race already. Shame, though, that we couldn't make that work in our favor. We cut the corner, got the track limit points, and we're slower as we missed the apex yet again. Let's use these couple corners that we love so much to bring ourselves back up. There it is, there it is. Now stay on them for the long straightaway. Let's get this draft. Trying to break the toe a little bit. We're definitely not going to be there to make the move at the braking zone here. Oh my God, that was not intentional. And I had to take those. I knew I was going to get some track limits there, but it was either that or run into them because I was not about to flat spot my tires. Did not feel like locking them up halfway through the race. So luckily I'll take those points. Like I said, we got a lot left. Ooh, wow. Under braking, they really push it. I tried to play a little fast and loose on the exit there. Tried to let off and do a little bit of switchback, but man, that Porsche was fast on the brakes there. Little Danny Rick in front of us. Hopefully we can get close again. It's really nice when you're not just actually like so much faster than the AI. It's really easy. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, no big deal, no big deal. But I was just saying, it's really easy to accidentally underset the AI, and or to overset them. You know, it's hard to really dial them in, and it just takes a while of consistent racing with yourself, which is, you know, takes a practice itself to get to that point where you're consistent enough to have a consistent time, because the AI will of course always be consistent. But I really have hit it well here, and a lot of people, I feel like, especially those multiplayer league racing, iRacing type guys, a lot of people that I race with will say that there really is no value for racing with AI. It'll only mess you up competition-wise, because it'll teach you bad things, because you're going to just naturally ingrain AI behavior as other driver behavior, and those two things are not at all similar. And, you know, there is definitely some truth and some merit to that. When I start getting close to big races, I definitely start spending more time practicing hot lapping than I do practicing with AI, or practicing is not the right word, and as at the point I was trying to make with AI. And I don't think the value, as it were, of AI come from making you faster or training or practice or anything like that. The value that AI create are a fun, immersive, replayable experience, like right now. In this series of videos, or I guess this series of recording sessions that I've been making to make this one video happen, is a huge demonstration on the replayability that the AI give just in and of themselves, because if it was just hot lapping, I wouldn't have had any of the varied experiences that I've had. It wouldn't have had the excitement that we've been looking at. So there is a ton of value add. I saw the 5 minutes on the bottom left, and I was like, oh, I got to get my butt in gear if I want to have any chance at winning this. Man, these AI giving me nice aggressive moves, too. A legal pass? What? Oh no, is this that bug where I'm gonna constantly have this track limits thing on the screen now? Okay, luckily it cleared itself. I saw that Dave Cam was racing LFM and he got that bug. Yes, back out, back out. We're sitting in a podium position now. Oh, they're coming back at me, but they just weren't there for the apex. All right, hopefully we're not about to get eaten up on this straight. Our corner exits are always our weak point. And Bahrain is essentially a track made up of 3 pretty long straights with a middle technical section. That was a terrible exit. We're definitely going to get wallowed on the braking zone here with how fast these cars are on the brakes. All right, so we're probably looking at 2 laps remaining. And I got 2 cars in front of me. Definitely want to be out of first gear by the apex of that corner. All right, we got ourselves a little bit closer. We put a little bit of distance from the car behind us. That's a good time. Those are a good couple corners. I'll be thankful about that. Let's just not overdrive anything here, and we'll be putting ourselves in a good spot. Getting nice to close. Richard Millet, or Dick Mile as he's known around these parts. And that's a pass. That's a pass on that stable BMW. That's the thing with the BMW we were talking about earlier. It doesn't necessarily shine in any one spot. It's just really stable. So on that corner exit, we were able to take a little bit of advantage of our handling and speed. Let's see what they got. Oh, it looks like we're, is that a prototype behind us? Looks like the prototypes are going to start to lap us here in the final 5 minutes of this race. Looks like this is the leader, the lone leader here. Ooh, let's give him the inside, I guess. All right, right on the rear end of this Aston Martin. Amazing livery, by the way. Let's see how many more prototypes are coming. I bet a lot. Let's take a look at the inside. We're not going to go for it. Let's just take a look. All right, so probably 1 lap left. Let's take a look at the time. 1:40. And that was the leader in front of us. Yeah, I think this will be our last lap. All right, this is where... Oh, the BMW coming with me on the outside. We're getting lapped on the inside. The Aston Martin having to give a little bit of a pump of the brakes and a bobble. So did I. We got the bicalls now coming up on us. Oh, it worked out. Oh no, there's contact. All right, so the rest of the GTE field is now behind us. It's just me and this Aston Martin. Mono, E-Mono, EE, LMP2. Let's see, we go take the outside. Oh, the Aston Martin gets absolutely wallowed up by the traffic here. Now he's right on our tail. Is he going to be faster in a straight line? I don't know. It looks like we put a little bit of a Gapplebees on that guy. Oh, he came in under braking. He came in. Okay. Don't show us the blue flags here, bro. Another LMP2 making contact. Oh, big slowdown. Oh, no way. Let's use the draft. Oh my god, did that work? Did we just get a last-minute slipstream off that P2? Oh my god, no way. No way. Last-minute slipstream off the P2 worked, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that Aston Martin probably is so mad. They probably deserve the win. Oh, no way. The last-minute slipstream off the LMP2 for that last little bit that we needed on the back straight. Oh my. Well, that's quite a way to end video. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for all the support recently. Really been loving it. Really been feeling the heart. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.